Друзі, всім привіт! Вітаю на каналі Cooper Dreams. Що ж, що ви там не думали, у нас нове проходження гри. Вгадайте, якої? Ага, ну, зараз дізнаєтесь. Всіх вітаю, радий бачити. Сподіваюсь, вам це сподобається. Надихнув мене на це мій товариш Олексію, привіт! Сказав, що йому все ж таки цікаво було б це подивитися. Я не дуже хотів записувати відео по цій грі, тому що Stalker Left пройшли, а Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 це щось більш ніж неймовірне. Пограв я годин 5-10 цю гру. Взагалі нікуди не дійшов, по суті. Гра дуже прикольна, медитативна, тому запасайтесь чайком, нервами, включайте на фоні і насолоджуйтесь. Я це роблю для тих, хто там не зможе пограти, але дуже хоче подивитись цю гру, відчути цей дух, атмосферу середньовіччя. Та і взагалі побачити цю графіку і справді дещо неймовірне, що зробили розробники з цією грою. Перша частина, вона була дуже, дуже прикольна. Я спочатку її не зрозумів. Пройшов якийсь час, десь, може, з пару років. По великій знижці її забрав і знову почав в неї грати. Зміг пройти пролог на другий раз, чи на третій навіть. І просто в неї закохався. Гра дуже класна, дуже прикольна. Багато чого ми можемо робити. Тож, в цілому, друзі, дуже все класно. Ми не будемо нікуди поспішати, ми не будемо нікуди летіти. Тому просто збираємось, дивимось, кому подобається. Коментуйте, будемо розмовляти. Нікуди не поспішаємо, обережно граємо. Бо, як я побачив на перші години, це щось чимось. Тут дуже, дуже реалістично все. Дуже багато речей, які зробили справді реалістичними. І це трошки ускладнює процес гри. Ну, тож що, подивимось. Давайте зробимо посилання. Долучимо вас в більшій кількості до цього стріму. Подивлюсь зараз, чи все ок з самим стрімом взагалі. Так, у нас трохи підписників додалось. Прикольно. Прямі трансляції. Так. До речі, є стрім. Хтось навіть уже позаходив, навіть щось полайкав. Якщо ще й щось будуть люди писати, це взагалі буде щось дивне. Не знаю, мені здається, що ця гра, вона більше. Сталкер мені здавався більш цікавим для людей, не знаю. Типу, більш якийсь екшен, щось такого плану. Але, ну, бачу відгуки, що взагалі кажуть, що, типу, дуже прикольно. Ну, не знаю, якщо так, то ну давайте. Давайте спробуємо, побачимо. Зайде вам, зайде чудово. Не зайде, буде історія. Буде історія, і для тих, кому подобається на фоні дивитись, буду радий бачити. Буду радий бачити. Так. Так. Давайте поки так зробимо, не буду я сильно тут виписувати, дописувати щось. Закинемо по всім нашим каналам. Зараз ще в Телеграм закинемо, щоб точно. Тож будемо грати і дивитися, що де як. Також дякую вам за донати. Буду збирати на карту захоплення, щоб картинка все-таки була краще. Раз ми вже так, я не знаю, опаруємося в це все діло і справді набирає обертів канал. То треба до цього більш серйозніше підходити. Тож будемо так і робити. Пару хвилин, друзі. Пару хвилин. Зробимо анонс в танковій групі і також і не танковій. Так, ну що ж, я думаю, ви тут. Якщо тут, то щось напишіть. Ми починаємо нову гру. Давайте лінія 2. Зараз подивлюсь, що ви там пишете. Ну, справа про Чехію, так. Короля, який не дуже сильно керує своєю країною, і проти нього двоюрідний брат починає. Коротше, віджимати у нього все, що бачить.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move! Father!
Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready!
Так, друзі, звук є, картинки немає. Так. Давайте подивимось. Так, а це цікаво вже. Окей. Так. Так, тепер ми зробимо ось таким чином. Сподіваюсь, ви вже тепер бачите картинку. Дякую, що відписали. Так. І почнемо ми знову ж таки. Тепер уже з картинкою. Так, ну наче все є. Бачу, що вже наче є. Нова гра, лінія друга. І почнемо. На початку 15 століття Чеське королівство охоплене війною. Король Вацлав IV в полоні, проти нього змовилися бунтівна шляхта та власний брат, король Угорщини Сігізмунд. Країна, що залишилася без короля, поглинув хаос. Лише жменька вірних стоїть за справжнього короля. І ми в тому числі.
Godwin! Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
We'll get anointed after the battles are hands. With booze. Get ready! Prepare to shoot! Position! Take cover!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Godwin, over here! Get up there quick! We have to repel them!
Так, нам дали арбалет. Що зразу хочу відмітити, дуже прикольна менюшка. Дуже прикольна менюшка. Порівняно з другою частиною, просто шикарно зроблено. Чимось нагадує Skyrim, Oblivion, от, серію The Elder Scrolls. От, прям дуже прикольно, але, ну, звичайно, все набагато цікавіше. Якісь книжки у нього, до речі. Ну, далі будете бачити, що тут у нас є зброя. Ми можемо дивитися на параметри зброї, обладунки. Їжа у нас дає відсоток ситності, яку ми бачимо тут. Поживність це нічого такого важливого, мабуть, що. Енергія, здоров'я, скільки алкоголю. Саме головне, через скільки днів зіпсується. Це дуже важливо. Тому що їжа у нас псується. Тобто так просто нагрібсти в сумки і ходити ми не зможемо. Ну і зілля, само собою. Також книги ми можемо читати. І коли ми читаємо, ми покращуємо собі якісь навички або якісь рецепти дізнаємось. В цілому дуже прикольно. Матеріали це будуть там всякі інгредієнти, скоріше за все, завдання, інше це бинти, які можна перев'язувати, це кінь, але я його ще не бачив. А у нас початок, тому взагалі. Так, на нас напали. Так, нам браму проривають. Не доліз.
Look at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, vat. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. The most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the tower!
Да, Олексій, привітики, да. Все по. Ти таки змусив мене цим зайнятися. Тому починаємо.
Or Dentes Fortuna, you vat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Henry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
O Dentes Fortuna Juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Графа на максимум, да, Олексій, все так і залишилось. А що, ну, типу, погана графіка?
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money.
Ну, подивимось зараз.
Well, Henry,
Як тобі зараз
forward to new
графіка?
adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of legends?
Of course I am. We'll show them what fine fellas have turned up on their doorstep.
You bet we will. We'll hand over our important message and then hop, skip to the nearest tavern. We'll drink to our success and chase some local wenches, eh?
То відосик
Why
просто
didn't
був.
Uncle Hanush take care of it himself? Unless, maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
Of course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
So do I. How is that? Fortuna...
Al dentes fortuna juvat! See now, there's the Henry I know and love. Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans, how's it looking there in the back?
All good, Oates. Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Keep your hair up, Nick. Old Oak's got eyes like a hawk. I don't miss nothing.
Олексію, ну яким грубіяном, ну ти що? Ні, не буду грубіяном.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Тут вони довго не живуть.
Henry, they're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, we won't stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
Halt! What are you after here?
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Berghoff from my master, Sir Hanush of Leipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas,
Well,
while my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
Так, яким буде стріліше гри? Вояк любить відчувати вагу зброї, у руках і носить міцний ладунок, крім того, має запальний характер. Радник воліє вирішувати проблеми за допомогою знань, добре подвішеного язика та доброго слова. І дозорний любить ховатися в тінях і вирішувати свої справи тихо, непомітно і не потрапляючи нікому на очі. Обравши стиль гри, ви отримаєте деякі початкові очки досвіду, але які риси вибрати далі, залежить тільки від вас. Угу.
I'm a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. My job is to defend him with my life.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to Trotsky as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band. So why should I trust you?
Олексію, саме те. Будемо тихенько проходити і не встрявати в халепу. Хоча тут їх буде доволі таки багато. Я так розумію. Я нікуди не прийшов, по суті, крім першого селища, і це мене зайняло 10 годин. І проблем було досить багато.
We want to negotiate an alliance, and we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place, as a sign of goodwill. And then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy. All right.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone let a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
Да, до речі, наш вибір ні на що не впливає. В принципі, в будь-який час ми як прокачуємо свого персонажа, так він і розкачається. Тож вибір тут неважливий. Так, ну що ж. Що там собачка наша кричить?
Henry, call that dog to heel.
Heel! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Well, hoorah!
Ага.
Peace at last.
Рибко у нас голодний. Ну, що, подивимось по графіці. По графіці у нас все прям дуже круто. Да, до речі, налаштування у нас. Ультра, DLSS, різкість. До речі, розмиття руху вимкнено, глибина різкості вимкнуто. Ця штука, по-моєму, якщо я не помиляюсь, коли ми дивимося вперед, вона наводить різкість, а по краям вона замилює. Ух ти, що це таке відбувається? Прикольно, якісь баги. Баги. Ні, гамма-корекція, це типу тут можна і підправити, типу, трішки, да? Так, ну окей. Тут у нас все ультра, розширені, ультра. Ой, до речі, тут не ультра у нас, дивіться, зараз робимо ультру. Що це? Чи це макс? Це максимум. Ага. Не туди. Понятно. Експериментальний ще є. Ну, давайте, друзі, пограємось. і майбутніх пристроїв. Прикольно, а ну-ка. Так, ну, ми в майбутньому, друзі. Рябко.
Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep.
Ну, щось експериментальне так само і працює. Не знаю, може щось ледь-ледь, щось десь є, але... Ну, таке. Так, так, ну, сюди ми підемо в останню чергу. Що у нас тут є?
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God. How many times do I have to tell you? I ain't playing with you.
Why not?
Because you cheat.
I do not.
Oh? And how come you always win then, eh?
That's an easy one. I always win, 'cause you always lose.
Ha ha. Very droll.
Seriously though, Conrad, my old mate. Roll a few, eh?
No.
Так, тут у нас є печера, тут я вже був. Якось тут є скриня, і в ній кістка. Ці кістки... так, ну це гайд по речам. Це я вже все знаю, вам потім покажу. Обтяжена кістка. Що воно дає? Загадкова гральна кістка знайдена в зруйнованому будинку. Ну, на будинок це не дуже схоже, скоріше печера. Підозріло, що вона практично завжди видає одиницю. А одиниця в грі на кістках тут вона приносить максимальний профіт. Тому це дуже крута кістка.
Leave me alone. I know you only too well. It's all one little game. One little game. And then you go and take my last groschen.
Search. Free.
Free. Коротше, гуляти. Окей.
Why don't we carry on to the foot?
How do you think things will end up tomorrow?
How? No ways, I reckon. Whenever someone parleys with someone about something, it takes ages.
Why do you think that?
See me and Conrad now? We can't even agree who's going to be on watch this evening. But then, I'm just a spear carrier. I ain't got the head for no noble manners. Ask Oates.
Так.
Have you ever been in these parts before?
No, but I know there's a village called Troskovic at the foot of the castle, and there's a tavern there. Me and Conrad will go there and fatten our purses nicely on the locals. I got the dice ready for it. If Sir Hans gives us a bit of free time, like, I must remind him.
Where did you get the table from?
From that cave behind me. It was just lying there. So I says to myself, that's better than playing on the ground.
Maybe in the end, Lord Capon and Von Bergov will arrive at some agreement.
Aye, maybe. We'll see.
I see you've got dice set up. Want a game?
Sure thing, Henry. How's about a little wager to spice it up?
What do you want to wager?
Look, if you lose, how about you pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky?
And if I win?
Well, I've got this silver ring here I won from Oates yesterday. I'll wager that.
Sounds fair to me. All right, it's a deal.
Ну, от сама гра. Що по грі? Все дуже просто. 3 трійки чи 4? 3. 3 одиниці, 3 двійки, трійки, четвірки, п'ятірки, шестірки. Кожна з них, якщо комбінація дає там ось свої такі очки, да? 3 двійки 200, 3 трійки 300 і т.д. і т.д. Але якщо ми збираємо 3 одиниці, це 1000. Звичайно, якщо ми збираємо от там 4 уже, 5, то да, очків у нас більше. Голова диявола не знаю, в мене такої кістки не було. Побачимо, що там далі буде. Ну і, звичайно, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 це типу як фулхауса в покері. Різні комбінації і теж дають невеличку суму. І просто кубик 1 і кубик 5, кістки ці, да? Одна дає 100, п'ятірка дає 50. Якщо, наприклад, у нас випадають, ну, наприклад, там 5 кісток, там, наприклад, 3 з них одинички, да? Ми зібрали, отримали 1000. І у нас ще залишається 2 кістки, так? 3. Ми їх можемо кинути ще раз. Тобто ми 1000 типу заробили, кидаємо ще раз. І нам не випадає з цих 3 не п'ятірка, не одиничка і не дубль. Тобто, наприклад, 1, 2, 3, ну, точніше 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 5, 4, 4 і таке все інше. Тоді ми, типу, очки обнуляємо і починаємо по новій. Ну, хід приходить до іншого гравця, і він уже починає грати далі, збирати. Хто перший набере більшу кількість очків і не зільється, той виграв. Побачите далі. Тут ми можемо вибрати кістку. Але я її пропустив, я її не вибрав, але спробуємо так виграти. Так, що у нас тут є? Прикольно, нічого толкового. Давайте виберемо цю кісточку, запишемо і інші кинемо. 2, 3, чудово. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Да, до речі, дивіться, ми п'ятірку вибили, в нас вона вже 50 очків є. Тепер тут у нас все випало ідеально, ми все зібрали, і у нас виходить ще плюс 750, тобто буде 800. І кісток у нас не залишається. Це означає, що ми можемо продовжити гру і ще додати собі. Головне не промахнутися. Типу, записали собі 800 і знову кидаємо. І це дуже круто, так можна дуже швидко набрати правильну кількість, але у нас не випала ні одиничка, ні п'ятірка і ніяких дублів. Тому у нас все згоріло. Така штука, друзі. Тут теж, якщо б не п'ятірка, а випала б, наприклад, трійка, то він би кидав би кістки ці. Щось нам не сильно везе. Пес теж в шоці трошки з нашої вдачі. Тут п'ятірка нам пощастила, тому ми її виберемо і зафіксуємо 300.
My God, I'm done.
Ну, я думаю, він цю партію виграє.
Aye, that'll do. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again? Same wager.
All right, let's carry on. Now I'll show you.
Так, давайте виберемо таку цю кісточку і з нею
Lady
пограємо.
Luck will be on my side.
Так, ну по-перше, отак зробимо. Програли.
Well, that's no great loss. You didn't have much anyway. No, that's as far as I go. If I was you, I'd take it.
Щось випадає, якась одна єресь, друзі. Так, але оце вже веселіше, але нам все одно не вистачає трохи, і ми програємо. Ну, давайте була не була. Якщо б зараз... Ні, ми програли. Якщо б випало б, наприклад, 2 одинички, ми виграли б. Але в будь-якому випадку йому не вистачає 50. Він будь-якою кісткою виграє.
Ha! Ha-ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine, friend. Tomorrow we'll drink on Henry's coin.
That's just great.
You can never have too much ale. Want to try your luck again?
Але оскільки це тренування, ми можемо так грати
All right,
безкінечно,
let's carry on.
поки ми не виграємо.
Now I'll show you.
Це ми робимо. Ну і вчимося
Come on, then.
Вчимося
Show us
грати
what you can do.
паралельно.
Unless you're playing for the first time.
Так, ну, 3 шістки це вже добре. Одиничка наче якась. Зафіксуємо.
Oh, come on.
Так, ну тут 3 трійки. Давайте на цьому, мабуть, і зупинимось.
Here. Aye, that'll do. My God, I'm done.
Так, 3 одинички це 1000 у нас. А все, друзі, ми виграли.
I can't Damn your eyes. You played well. Ah, what's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring.
Watch that tankard. You play dice with him, you'll lose your brace.
This is boring.
Борщик якийсь
On to the foothill of Trotsky.
варить.
Have a tap.
How do you like it here?
I'll tell you, it's nothing like home.
And have you ever been further than Rattay?
No, I never was, but I always wanted to. That's why Oates put in a word for me so I could ride along. Besides, for an adventurous expedition like this, you've got to have the right gear and good horses. And I'm in charge of them.
I'm a bit anxious about tomorrow. How about you? Are you worried?
A wee bit. But we've got good intentions. Sir Hans is responsible. And sensible too, when it comes to important things. And no doubt Lord von Berghoff is a wise man and he'll hear him out with a cool head. Clever folks can always somehow come to an agreement, can't they?
That's right. And also, we're coming with an offer of alliance. I can't imagine what could happen for them not to receive us.
Not much chance of that.
And you take good care of our horses. I can't say they're exactly whinnying with joy.
Don't make fun of me, eh? Whenever they need anything, I take care of it for you. The only thing that bothers me is them cliffs and rocky paths. I hope none of the horses breaks a leg.
Так, окей.
Tankard!
Yeah.
Так, вівсянку ще не говорили.
Do you know why we're going to Trotsky?
For some big political parley.
Yeah, of course. I'm just wondering if you know what's in that message we're carrying.
Not really, but I reckon our lords want to sound out von Burgo. Bear in mind the times we're living in. King Wenceslas under lock and key in Vienna, and his brother Sigismund, meanwhile, shamelessly plundering Bohemia. We need to know who's going to stand on our side if things get even worse. And the royal chamberlain, von Burgo, has the land reserves under his thumb. So he's a big player.
We might even discuss how to make peace with Sigismund.
Peace? I don't know. Sigismund is winning and he won't want to parley for peace. But I hope there's some chance of a truce at least, an armistice. The main thing is that it don't get no worse. Hacking up Cumans is one thing, but if it comes to Czechs fighting against Czechs, that'd be nasty.
To tell the truth, I'm starting to get a bit anxious about what to expect tomorrow. Do you think our big mission will be successful?
Nothing to worry about. We'll get to Trotsky, Sir Hans and von Burgo will parley, and then we'll ride back. Done.
You're a bit sure of yourself, eh?
Well, this ain't my first time delivering a message. Everything will go according to plan. Don't you worry.
Do you know these parts?
A little. It's all rocks and woods. Lovely to look at, but shit for hunting in. If you don't watch your step, you could easily fall down some fissure.
So you've been in Trotsky before?
Not Trotsky itself. Once I just passed through here with Sir Hanusha's escort.
Ah, I expect that's why he sent you with us.
No doubt, but also because I'm not as rash as you youngsters. And besides, as the cook, I make sure you lot don't gobble up all the supplies at once.
Угу.
Hey, Oates. I won a ring off Tankard at dice. I believe it's yours.
Really? Christ, it is mine. I lost it yesterday. Will you give it to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Так, але тепер ми можемо погодувати рибка.
Here, mutt.
Tankard.
Yeah.
Так, чудово.
Henry, oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit after that long journey? With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or shall we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Так.
So, should we start?
Ready? Let's start. Draw your sword.
Hang on. Let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence.
A very nice exchange, Henry.
Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah. But you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Don't get so close to me. Nice. Defend yourself properly. Don't get so close to me. Nice. Good. That's the way.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. Nice, Henry. Nice. But what about a riposte? Reckon you can manage that?
Why wouldn't I? Nothing to it. I just follow up a perfect block immediately with a strike. I'll show you.
Get ready. You have to follow up with a strike. Nice. Sweet. Well, hey, you're not as good as Captain Bernard, but that wasn't bad.
Be sure to remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. and it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered, where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right. Come on then. Nice work, Henry. I was too slow. Nice. Nice. Oh, nice, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself! Your first hit!
Nice technique. Did you see that?
Ow! Kurwa!
Go for it.
How do you do it?
How did you do that?
How do you do it?
Nice strike.
Fuck me!
One more like that and he'll be on his back. Nice block.
How do you do it?
See
Fuck
that,
me.
fellas? That's what I call swordplay.
Ow! Kurwa!
Go, fellas, go!
I yield!
Ух, ну, якось так.
Unstoppable! Oh, you won the bet, fair and square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trusty. Now let's go and eat. That's all.
So who won, gentlemen?
Oh, it seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
He was well pissed off. If I hadn't convinced him you were the village idiot and that we dragged you home right away,
And if I hadn't left him a fistful of coin to boot,
Throwing groschen around like that? Fellas, if a rainy day comes, you'll be fucked.
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry? You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived with that crook Peshek at the mill.
and she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
I don't know. Nothing happened between us.
Nothing?
No.
I don't get it. A nice lass like that.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Mutt caught a scent, ran off into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. But there was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he came barking at me today.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
And that sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
No, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won. So Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state. Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
I'm more worried about it being too deep.
Come on. Oh, that really shrivels the old ball sack.
What's the matter?
Females! Let's go to them.
Sir Hans!
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans!
Head down, Henry. We've got to sneak closer. Hear that singing? They must be close.
Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer.
Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it! Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other side.
What was that sound? What is this racket here? All right. What was that?
Panaje u ołtarze, legacy przed paradę, podnieś se mu dłanie, jak i kocha na nie. Alleluja Domine, Alleluja Domine. Panaje u Pana w pole na kasníky, klient pijou jedí, Pána sama sedí, aleluja do nebe, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to...
You've got to do something. Stay down, for fuck's sake. Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey! What the fuck are you doing? Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said! What the fuck? She's mine! What are you gaping at? Shoot! Well, don't just stand there, you idiots! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Just now! Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them off on the other side! Off his horses, quick!
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call... Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait! Ah, fuck!
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. I'd lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
Не броні, не листа.
We'll get out of the woods and find someone. Then we'll get that shoulder of yours fixed up. So, how far is it to Trotsky?
behind me. There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge. And keep your eyes peeled, right? You two, go up there. Get a move on. You watch this side of the rocks. And you, go to the pond. If they didn't succeed in swimming to the other side of the pond, I want to know. Then come back and give me a full report.
Use your head.
Blood trail, everything.
Stick behind me.
Shut up. Get to work.
Chief will hear you.
It's still easier here than that skirmish on the other side.
Stumbling about in the pitch black when all your torch does is blind you.
Leave it out. Catching some naked men in the forest is better than getting killed in a skirmish.
Maybe. But I still can't see a bloody thing.
We'll find it, do the mission, and get a nice reward. Nothing.
We've got to get this tree up ahead quietly.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
Use your head.
Shouldn't you be keeping watch instead?
Stick
You reckon
behind
we'll
me.
find them, do you? If they try to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on
Run,
the bank. Not
quick.
Why are we moving down instead of being high up? Because you can't see shit from up there through the foliage. But we were sent up top. There won't be nothing up there.
Oh, no. Fuck, they're in front of us.
Quick,
into the rocks.
Where Kurva? They're fleeing into the rocks. Hurry! Run around! We'll catch them at the top.
What now?
Ну, нам сюди.
Here! Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake? Hey, get over here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us.
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake.
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
Так. Да, ніч тут саме темно.
Ah, fuck. Where's Capon? He must have fled from them through the other gorge. I have to find him. Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here. Oh.
Ух,
I've been waiting.
класно.
Where are they? I don't know. But they must have come this way, damn it. If only that bloody idiot Nails hadn't broken it.
What?
I must be mad. Never mind. Strange.
Hans! Hey, Hans! Where is he? Oh, this looks like a way out. Hans!
Here! Oh, thank God we found each other. I didn't manage to warn you when those soldiers hopped up in front of me. I only just avoided being seen. And I only found my way out of those bloody rocks a while ago.
You're a dead man!
Читер.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders. Pa. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Why? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come...
You chose a different path than I wanted for you. And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up.
It's not over yet. Oh, for the love of God, wake up. Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where am I?
Well, you dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. And if you're capable of running at all...
Now, where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there. Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahans Capel.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
Fuck.
What's the matter?
Humans. They're slaughtering everyone. They'll kill us.
Christ, Henry, stop yelling and move your ass.
Bianca.
Come on.
Father?
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else in
Father!
the trunk. Go to the
Easy,
castle.
Henry.
Hurry.
What are you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to
For
Serenity.
Christ's sake.
If anything happens, he'll take care
Come
of you.
on.
Trust me.
Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see. Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. We'll make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
Індро, це точно.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa. Dead. They're all dead.
But we aren't yet. Henry, a light. Look. I see it. We've got to go. I see the light.
Загалом я б йому не радив бити на світло.
Hold on. Hold on. We.
Pavlena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. They're...
That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. And we were ambushed. But don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think again, Scott!
Hey, lad. Are you alive, lad?
Нічого, вона прокинулась. Олексій, уже не лягає.
Scallops. They burned it to the ground.
Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
But you'll help him, won't you?
God willing. Well, I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
There's no part of me that doesn't hurt. Inside and out. Mostly my shoulder where I took an arrow.
Little wonder then. But you're conscious and talking. That's a good sign. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Božena's my name.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Якимось дивом вам дали пережити жахливе падіння, але через сильні поранення ви втратили кілька рівнів персонажа. Очок, навичок та рис. У вас немає іншого вибору, яким як готуватися знову добувати їх у грі. Це і чудово. Так, кровотечу ми зразу полікуємо. Голос, смердюк. Так, сорочку поки вдягати не будемо, поїмо.
That's really good.
40.
So good I wouldn't... Aye. True bliss is a full belly. There's nothing to eat here. Hans, can you hear me, friend? Christ. In the end, you bore the brunt for both of us. May all the saints watch over you, and over Bojana, too.
Так, ну бажано тут весело. Що це на палки палить? Прикольно.
I feel like a new man.
Так, ну що, тепер можемо ще вдягнути.
Seems Bujana isn't some quack. She's got a damn good setup here. I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
But you said Lethean potion could be fatal. Do you really want to try it on Hans?
He's young and well-nourished. He ought to be able to handle it, as long as we get his fever down first. After all, it worked on you, and considering how he's wounded, we don't have no better option.
All right. If you think so.
I do. But first, we'll be needing them fresh herbs.
All right. Tell me, what do the herbs look like?
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again.
Паш,
Because I
100%.
don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Ні, Олегом це якраз подорож Пі. От там треба було назвати не Пі, а Олегом. Але там просто
Breathing
жесть.
pretty weak, but it's regular. That's a good sign.
Так, що мені там треба? Лопату. Буркун. До речі. Треба якось цю штуку перемістити. Ну хоча воно більш-менш видно. Окей. Ага, такий собацюра. Такого не покорми, як він ще цього чувака не їв.
Shit! My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. He can't be in the ground soon enough.
Так. О, нічого собі я стрибаю. Так, все. Одного прикопали. Гарненько так. Да, яке було. Нічого не змінилося. Так. Тепер за травичкою.
Damn, his shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain. Purple flower, sage. There we go.
За шишками, да. Це точно. Ага, але Олексій тут не сосновий ліс.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Нічого собі, вулк. Прикольно. В теорії за нього міномет дістати, але, мабуть, не прям з такого. Або не поки що, а пізніше трошки.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Company yesterday down. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bojena. That ambush happened on the other side of the pond. So that's where you should be looking. Not here. There's no one like that here.
Is that so? Seems like you know a lot about that ambush, but you don't have to concern yourself with that. You won't be breathing a word to anyone about that business yesterday. That I can assure you.
Hey,
this'll be quick, boy.
What are you?
Ага, прикольно. А зброї в мене ніякої немає, так?
Sick'em, growler.
Right on the noggin.
Трохи не те вибрав.
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon at hand.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord Von... A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov?
Kurva! What? You can talk to me, or...
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds round here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the rocks. It's a dangerous place. One false step, and it's a long way down.
I'll tell you what's dangerous. Pissing me off like you just did. Because it was in the rocks that we lost them yesterday. So it's kind of you to wait for us here.
Hey,
This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy. Ah!
Growler.
You won't get me. Do it. Ah! Take that fucker out, damn it! Show your stuff. You... You won't get me. Come on then.
Так, нам би якось прив'язатися, до речі.
No, I'm done with this.
Ні-ні-ні, іди сюди.
Shit! Shit! Run!
No!
I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans.
Так, ну. Що тут сказати? Це дуже не дуже. Не повірили нам ці поганці. Ще один труп тепер. О, підняти, обібрати. А що він? Без свідомості? Так, а тут якийсь топорчик був. Все. А, ось і палець. Чудово. Ніж біля відра, а де ж ніж? А, ось тесак, да. Так, ну зараз ми закинемо цього чувака кудись. Кудись туди ж.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
Так, і що у нас по шкоді? Булава. 39,50. Ну, тесак покраще буде, мабуть, що.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
До речі, поїмо одразу. Цибулю затоптали, нормально. Так, все. Ага, його прям ще й взуття було краще. І штани в нього краще, ну нічого собі. Так, ну. Ну, наче ок. Навіть трохи одяглись. Ще помиємося, щоб в крові не бігати. Зброя, да, була, мабуть, просто не побачив. Вона ж біля тіла його і лежала. Але перший раз, коли проходив, вони повірили, що я тут ні до чого, а в цей раз ні. А пити тут не можна, тому що ми вже наїлись, Олексію. Тому продукти тут не збережеш уже. На жаль.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghof. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. but we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Так, ну, по-перше, нам треба цього чувака теж поховати. У нас тут скоро кладовище буде вже. Так, іде копати. У мене взагалі лопата є. І... Ага.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof.
Другий приліг. Прикольно. Хро-хро. Такі собі. Так, ну добре, що ми робимо ліки.
First, go to the recipe book. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Так, треба нам вино, 2 жмені ромашки, жменя. Окей.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe. So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit. Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf.
Так, нам треба шабля і
You've
ромашка.
got them at hand. All right. Let's get to it.
Так,
First,
ромашка.
throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
2 жменьки.
Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every
Кожна
grain of
печінка
sand
важить.
counts.
По факту, загалом його.
When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
Так, і
All right.
ставлю
Now,
треба.
take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
І все.
You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Так, спати.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotted hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Так, окей. У нас є якісь очки рис. Зараз ми вкачаємо. Так, що у нас тут є? Ваша подача завжди збільшується на 10% більше. Якщо ви втрачаєте подачу, втрата буде на 10% меншою. Давайте краще отак. Далі сила. Так, взявши на службу. Сила необхідна для використання будь-якої зброї для вас буде на 2 меншою. Загалом, якщо бракує сили для певної зброї, ви будете завдавати нею менше шкоди. І навпаки, якщо у вас більше сили, ніж необхідно, ви будете завдавати більше шкоди. І ці риси ви досягнете останнього стану швидше. Трудяга. Якщо ви несете мішок або навіть мертве чи непритомне тіло, враховуючи лише половину ваги. Тому ви навряд чи перевантажите себе, а перенесення вимагатиме додаткової витривалості. Крім того, ваша вантажність постійно збільшується на 8 фунтів. Це нам точно треба. В першу чергу. Спритність. Шкода від падіння менше на 30. Скритність необхідна для використання зброї буде зменшена на 2. Нам це. красномовство. Коли ви продаєте зброю, бланки чи одяг у майже стані, ви отримаєте на 10% більше, або ж під час торгу ви отримаєте плюс 4 до красномовства. Однозначно це. Так. Бланки та одяг, які ви відремонтуєте власноруч за допомогою набору зброї, будуть менше шуміти під час носіння. Якщо ви носите власноруч відремонтоване взуття, набіг втрачається на 25 менше витривалості, тож ви зможете бігати довше. І якщо наточити зброю на точильному камені до 98, то або вище зброю отримує додатковий ефект, який збільшує її рубальну шкоду на 10%, як ефект діє, поки стан зброї не опустить нижче 75. Оце нам теж треба. Так. Атаки зброєю сідла. Ремонт з використанням набору живця буде ефективно, крім того, оскільки ви добре розбираєтеся в мальцях. І треба ви отримаєте бонус призведений до крадійства. Так, це нам теж треба. І собаківництво. Ви можете наказувати рибку полювати і посилати його на звіря, або ж вказувати йому гуляй команду, і він буде щось знаходити на нас. Давайте це виберемо. Непомітність. Рухаючи крізь кущі вчинки, ви зчиняєте на менше шуму. Так. Якщо противник захиститься від вашої спроби ненацька перегломшити або вбити його, він отримає штрафні очки до своїх показників. Тоді вам простіше буде перемогти його у звичайному бою. Давайте ось це використаємо. По лісам нам прийдеться бігати доволі таки багато. Так, захист голови. Якщо наносите шолом удари в голову, задають на 20% менше шкоди. Блокування витрачають на менше витривалості. А ще зброї наноситься наслідок блокування повільніше. У бою ваша витривалість відновлюють на все швидше. Якщо ворог має численну перевагу, ви отримаєте плюс 2 до сили, спритності та бойового мистецтва. Давайте поки це візьмемо. Ага, і так можна. І ще одне, точно це. Далі. Так, мечі. Якщо ви вдало поранили супротивника, удару на захищену зону, тобто зону, якою ваш не блокує, ваші подальші атаки буде складніше блокувати. Точний удар. Посередньо удар мечем дійсно так, що мов би ваша навичка мислить на 3 вище. Під комбинувачем або миттєво відновлювати частину витривалості. Ну, давайте ось цю штуку виберемо. Ага, і тут ще одну. Давайте це. Так, важка. Якщо ударити важку зброю, буде вважатися десь слабшими. Або щитолом. Давайте щитолом. Держакова зброя буде ламатися повільніше. Блокування ударів держакової зброї буде простішим, ефективнішим і буде менше витривалості. Це нам треба. Так, після першого удару бою на подальший удар його ліруючи менше витривалості, сили буде на десь більшої. Якщо йти без зброї, проти зброї. Так, ну тоді нам це. Так, ну і наче все, да? Наче все. Суті 83, поїмо.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes...
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa did not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you. for your journey.
Bozhena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bozhena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
Да, Олексій вже забрав.
That animal is
І ще хліб треба забрати.
Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
О, в плані нашого їх слухаю.
Good day to you.
А люди будуть дивитися, їм вже буде цікаво. Я ж не для себе тільки граю. Будемо все слухати, тепер дивитись. Так.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Але розмов дуже багато, да. На початку прям взагалі.
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
А на зілля не знаю, там чи є трав стільки. Та й воно, типу, якесь дивне. Не знаю, чи воно щось робить взагалі.
I tell you, I saw him there.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Да, бабуся, яка ще й остання віддає, це, звісно, прикольно. Угу. 100% Паш.
Hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Ну, Василій, привіт-привіт. Саме так, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Друга частина.
Was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Service is kind of slow today.
Буде стрім на Type 71. А що там, щось цікаве з ним?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Агент Лестин? Да, це точно. Але ні. Наша я тут великий. Тут хоча б ігру бачити.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment. I heard
Health,
some
lads.
talk about your
That's the
captain.
most important
Oh?
thing. Enjoy your...
What was that? Daddy's wounded.
Are you pissed or something?
Oh, hi.
Fit as a fiddle.
Poor Captain
It ain't
Thomas
what
might
it
never
used
get
to
back
be.
on his feet.
My knees and back
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
I'll give it a try. But not right now. My belly would get in the way.
Я, як користувач YouTube, хочу бачити голову, яка говорить, для чого мені геймплей для цього. Танки є. Я це коментувати не буду. А голову можна збільшити тільки, мабуть. А, ні, о, тут можу, прикольно. Ну ладно, окей. Тільки якось. Отак. Норм.
But the stuff's undrinkable. Leave it out. Once you got through the first one, you knock 'em back like it's nectar.
Який не хоче брати. Так.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
We saved you. Me and my lord there. You and some other women were attacked by bandits. You must remember that.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Так.
for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Rat-eye.
Rat-tie. Rat-tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Sameen is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Sameen is his vassal.
Who is this Sameen?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Sameen, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Is von Berghoff recruiting men-at-arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then.
Да, ось
Watch
добраніч.
out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things all right.
Well then, Be careful.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
Це круто.
And what can I get for you?
Це крутяк. Але картинка, я думаю, що трошки краще повинна бути. Наче. Мгм.
A large beer for me.
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
Where are you from?
We're messengers from Rattay, here to deliver a letter to Lord von Burgov, in the name of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dworitz and Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Hear that, Crazel? A messenger, he says. Looks more like a scarecrow to me.
He's a lame liar, all right. But he knows how to spin a good yarn. You can't deny him that.
I'm not lying. We're messengers. But everything got out of hand somehow.
Well, whether you're lying or not, no one will believe a word you say in them rags. What do they call you, lad?
I'm Henry.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samine.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samine and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that! It's going to be big! Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. Play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day, so you won't get in without an invitation.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that'll be needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards. When I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job and easier. And I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
Interesting offers. I'll have a think about it.
Don't leave it too fucking long, or it might be too late.
If you're after more than just brute force and fire, you'll find me in Lower Samine.
And me in Takov.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. Out with the truth. You ain't no messengers.
We really are. We didn't look like this when we left Rattay. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing ever happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
You mean steal?
One day, when their time comes, I'll take her to the butcher. And the... I think about it, the clearer it is to me that I can't do it.
Where is that bloody innkeeper? What are you standing here for?
I'm waiting. I'm paid to transport loads, not to haul them on my back. The cart won't unload itself, will it?
Ah, that's a stroke of luck. I'm just looking for a job myself. How about I haul those sacks?
It's all the same to me. Go and talk to the innkeeper about it.
Easy does it. Deep breath. We'll talk about it.
What's the hold up, innkeeper?
Why the long
face?
I went to see my brother. Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't...
What did you say about the smith?
Radovan, a decent sort. He's got some odd ways. His smithy's in Tuckoff. That's a bit out of the way, but he all...
What did you say about the...
Crazel? He's a bit of a rogue. Spends all his time in...
Excuse me? He doesn't mill flour.
Aye, he does, but it's just I've heard tell he gets up to all sorts of things.
I'll go and start with those sacks.
Nice and steady, so you don't do your back in.
Так.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Oh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic...
Not so fast. Oratores, the priests who pray for us. Laboratores, the plebs who shovel shit. And bellatores, the warriors who protect the ones. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in it. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man...
How generous of you, Lord Kent.
I know, my dear Henry.
Так.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
You're doing a fine job.
Бах, Паш, це ти з приводу руки? Таке всюди є. Але помітив, яка там шкіра у неї на руці? Такого в жодній грі поки не було. І це впритул, тобто ти ж так не дивишся прям. Диви, яка рука. Ти де таке ще побачиш? Це жесть. І пішов з мішочком.
That was our company. But the 2 of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Bergov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it?
We lost everything. How hard is that to understand?
What if you're one of those bandits, and you're up to no good? We should kick both of you out, just to be on the safe side. What's your name again?
Hans Capon of Perkstein.
You just made that up.
I certainly did not.
Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I'm the son of the bailiff.
Ugh.
You ain't got no proof to back up what you say.
Proof? You want proof?
Aye.
Right. Listen to this. Ei incumbit probatio, qui dicit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies.
Here you go.
So you see, I speak Latin. I've just proven to you that I'm a nobleman.
You've proved fuck all. Remembering some words you heard in church doesn't make you a nobleman.
Ignore those people. We don't need any more problems. Don't let them provoke you, all right?
I'm perfectly calm. Some local wretches can't unsettle me. Keep working and take no notice of me.
Don't say another word. Those village yokels aren't worth it.
Henry, stop lecturing me like I'm some little brat and get on with your work.
I'm going for another one. But you really could give me a hand.
No, I couldn't. Trust me on that. Work those muscles, Hercules. Expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big mouth.
How can you
To
say
good
that,
health.
you numbskull? I'm telling you, we lost everything. What a sensible nobleman. What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Договорився.
Kill you? It was him. Good. We'll finish this quickly.
Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
Starts with him. I'll be done with you in a flash.
Why'd he do that?
Christ, I'm hit.
Why do I always
Don't. Nice hit.
back your ass?
Oh God. Ich wurde.
This is unbelievable.
Got you.
Nice hit.
German. Take that fucker out. Damn it.
You're not much for us, fucker.
Fucking hell.
Slice him up.
Русь.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
That madman! Why did he do it?
These days, no one's ever really...
That won't work on me. I'll be...
Surprise, eh? Dumb rubber! Hey, stop fighting!
What's this to be your act? Enough's enough! Time to die, you bastard! Christ! I don't have the whole day for you!
What the hell is going on here?
Прийшли з селом.
Vagabonds.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals in their tavern? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me? Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies.
Time to go home.
Та путівка ще
I
там.
swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto!
Hey! Lord von Berghoff!
Oh, shit.
Такі
Where were we?
щасливчики.
Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Класне село. Оце раніше було весело. Да. Репутація.
Do need to find some
Окей.
job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Hey, you! Well, come on. I don't bite. Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of...
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't...
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been...
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or...
Where might I run into Tom?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the no...
Should I watch out for him?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue. Otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Десь
Looks like you know your way
лісочком.
around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
Ну,
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary or help in the tavern, but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad, but don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in this?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like this.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
Так, ну нам треба броня.
I could use some armour.
Я, Кітя. Нам броня треба.
And you are like a knight?
Well, yeah. I don't look so good. But I swear I came here in armour, sword at my side, and on a horse.
Wow. And where is your armour, sword, and horse now?
That's a long story. And it's not a happy tale.
Well, you can hardly buy new armour now, but you might find something in the town hall armoury. Although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Mm-hmm.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Так, ну добре. Да, Кіто. Ми все дізнались.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Мгм. Так, добре. Це все ми дізнались. Тож, що нам треба? Тут десь зверху у нас замок, тут у нас коваль. Тобто можемо піти до коваля і з його допомогою потрапити у замок. Тут у нас що? Десь те, що трапилось з рябком. Сходіть до кота. Кіто, підемо до кота? І потрапити на весілля за допомогою млинаря Крейсля. Ну, не знаю, мабуть, таємно туди потрапляти якось така собі ідея. Мабуть, більш краще буде все ж таки сходити спочатку до коваля, мабуть, що. А потім уже будемо бачити. Кітя. Так, друзі, що ви там пишете? Да, меча, да. Меча, каже, да, можна показати. Так, ну що ж. Ну, взагалі стрім іде. Ви там не втомились? Боже, майже 4 години.
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Де ти дів весь одяг? Да, до речі, народ тут дуже сильно помічає всякі моменти. Типу, ви вкрали там якийсь комбінезон, а його там або сорочку десь вдягнули під низ, наприклад. І вас не бачили, як ви там вкрали ту рубашку, да? А потім її вдягнули, виходите на вулицю, і виходить цей чувак, якого немає цієї рубашки, він прокинувся. Він такий: о, це ж моя, ах ти ж негідник. Тобто, ну, тут прям вони дуже слідкують за всім, все бачать. Коротше, круті чуваки якісь. Тож зробили вони гру прям дуже крутою. Так, Кітя? Що таке? Що таке, Кіта? Так, друзі, я думаю, що на цьому будемо... Рецепт збережівки. На цьому будемо завершувати на сьогодні. Котик уже хоче нямать і спадки. А далі будемо продовжувати, мабуть, уже завтра. І почнеться саме веселе. Або ж ні, бо буде багато грінду, скоріш за все. Нормашки можна збирати. Тож буде цікаво. Єдине, що зберегтися. Ми можемо зберегтися, коли виходимо з гри. Бо так просто зберегтися ми можемо, тому що у нас є слабка збережівка. Зберігає гру. Якщо ми її вип'ємо, все. Тобто це наш сейф. Або ж можна зберігатися, виходячи з гри. Або ще можна лягти поспати. Але щоб лягти поспати, треба ще знайти, де поспати. Якщо ви на чужому ліжку ляжете спати, то вас піднімуть з ног, просто з ніг, і скажуть: іди звідси, розбійнику. Що? Тобто якось отак от. Так, що у нас? Наступний буде. Наступна гра це буде подорож до Коваля. Погуляємо там, подивимося, що він там нам запропонує. Позбираємо травички, може щось напродаємо, бо грошей у нас кіт наплакав, буквально 5 монеток. А це, дуже мало. І, в принципі, ми дуже-дуже слабенькі. Тому треба якось розкачуватись. Ще попратись, десь знайти одяг нормальний. Буде чим зайнятися. Тож, друзі, дякую вам за перегляд. Вам всього найкращого. Бережіть себе. Дякуємо, як завжди, нашим захисникам-захисницям. І не забуваємо донатити, хто куди може, хто куди знає, кому довіряє. За це не забуваємо. Тож, друзі, всім дякую. Сподіваюся, вам сподобалося. Такий от перший стрім. Пишіть, побачимо. Якщо все ок, підемо далі. Якщо ні, то ні. Бо гра дуже велика, дуже довго її проходити. Тому часу забере багато. Тож, чекаю ваших коментарів. Читаю і повідписую вам. Тому всім дякую, всім па-па.